Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on time. That's to punish people for not being on time. We are talking today about how can AI automation transform the scale and speed of your business process. But I want to do this differently. So I'm going to show a video first. No. I'm going to address an email I got first. And I'm going to address it a few times as people hop on. Got an email that your you don't own the content of your AI generated stuff. Allow me to help you
Wait, what?
With this.
Okay.
Exactly. Just allow me to help you. First off, they robbed you out of gold too. Okay. In the 70s, they told you you ain't supposed to own gold. So stop that. And you turned in all your gold. And now, blah, blah, blah. You don't own half the stuff you already post on social media. That's number one. You repost something that you saw, right? And things like that. So try to not get scared out of artificial intelligence, because as with anything that is changing the world, two things are going to happen. One, the people who are in power, who don't want to lose money, are going to try to block it. And until they figure out how to profit from Jerome and control Jerome's speed and rate of success, it's going to be all sorts of stuff. Two, it doesn't matter if Grace tries to block AI content, because at some point, it's all going to be AI content. I really need you to receive that. It makes sense. You've seen this happen over and over and over. This has happened throughout the history of mankind. It has always happened. Now, try not to hear me being condescending, because I'm not. I want you to hear that continue to embrace artificial intelligence. Don't worry about copyright. If by chance that your stuff sounds like a bot, you need to prompt better. This is a prompt engineer. That's a real job now. Remember, I told y'all back in February, they're going to start a job called prompt engineers. That's a Grace. Look it up. It's $150,000 to $450,000 a year right now. Let's look it up. Look it up and show your screen. And so learn how to prompt better and learn how to paraphrase better. And then both of these things won't be a problem. Now, should the email be respected? No, it shouldn't. Okay.
Antonio,
yes, ma'am.
To add to that, you saw that email I sent you on it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. But this morning, Paul McCartney is doing the last Beatles song, and he's using AI. It'll be him and John Lennon together.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
You can, it's on YouTube and everything, but it was on Good Morning America. He was on Good Morning America, Paul, talking about it, and it's going to be really cool.
That sounds really
a major
cool.
Beatles fan.
Yeah. Yeah. I love the Beatles. You know, that's exactly what I'm talking about. First off, let's direct our attention to the screen. Up to $375,000 a year. You can stop, Grace.
And you don't always require a tech degree. Hold on. Okay.
No, well, yeah, there ain't gonna be no tech degree there. Now, Susan is right. The more CNN uses AI content, which they are, and NPR, like all these major news, as a matter of fact, people trust AI content news more than they trust news now. Let's like, remember, we live in a time in which I'm not going to say I'm gonna say we because I'm being nice. But we said fake news and the news agenda, and now we are under indictment for fake news and the news agenda. Right? I'm saying we. Right? So you get what I'm saying?
Oh,
So, to be careful. But trust me, embrace AI. They're gonna scare you. I will tell you this though. I will tell you this. Artificial intelligence is going to create. Write this down word for word, Grace. Word for word. Artificial intelligence is going to create as many jobs for humans as the horseless carriage created for horses. Think about that. As the horseless the horseless carriage created for horses. Yes. Artificial intelligence is going to create as many jobs for humans as the horseless carriage created for horses. You see any horses around, Grace?
Only where we live.
It's almost a cool thing when you see a horse around, huh? They used to be everywhere.
Yep.
Everybody had a horse. Slaves had a horse. Freed slaves had a horse. You get it. All right. It used to be everywhere. That's how AI is going to create jobs. They're going to tell you, though. They're going to tell you, Jerome, oh, AI is going to create them. It's not. No, it is not. Technology is not supposed to create jobs. Technology is supposed to make you not need one. That's been since the beginning.
No, repeat. I got to put that in notes.
Technology is not supposed to create jobs. It is supposed to make sure you don't need one. That's the point of technology since the beginning of time. What we have now in the last 300 years, 250 years, is capitalism has been invented. And capitalism is in conflict with technology. And then in the last 35, 40 years, we have trickle-down economics, which is at conflict with technology and at conflict with the middle class. But since technology exists, I'll just make sure Janice controls 96% of the technology and the money. These things, and since we live in this era, it's hard for us to separate technology. But Jerome, it's the moment we invented the wheel, then you carry your things on your shoulders ended. The moment we invented fire, you having to kill animals all day to stay warm ended. This technology is the point of technology is to make sure that Adonia does not have to have a job. That's what it is. And so we're talking about how can you use go ahead, Susan.
Well, for people that aren't like all of us that are using AI and will continue to do that and not have jobs, the people that have jobs, won't there be, because of climate change, because of this, because of that, won't there be other jobs that come up to help with other issues on our planet?
For sure.
Yeah,
For
that
sure,
those
that's
people will go to. They'll have no choice.
Yeah, they'll have no choice. Those jobs, some of those jobs will be high paying. Most of them will not, because it would be most of the jobs that are available. It's kind of like what Texas did during the Great Recession. So Texas had the lowest unemployment during the Great Recession because Texas gave out a bunch of $7.25 jobs. You know, so it's the truth. Like Texas was like, hey, car washing and all sorts of stuff. You know, Texas gave out a bunch of minimum wage and et cetera jobs that were low. So you're going to have some prompt engineering, but then you're going to have people mining or doing data mining or something that feeds the big machine that is replacing humans. No, there's no doubt about it, child. We will be replaced. And in truth, we're supposed to be replaced. And in furthermore truth, Jerome, every day you get up and pray, Lord, make this a better place. And a better place is humans not having to work 40 hours a week for 40 years and then not being able to enjoy retirement. That is a better life. that is, right? That we have to just stay in tune, enjoy it. It's going to be here. It ain't going nowhere. And they're going to try to scare you out of it, especially be quiet on that one, especially some pundits that are known for giving money advice, and they're on TV and they have big names. They are always going to do trendy things, and trendy things are typically wrong. They're typically wrong, because when you jump on a trend and say Bitcoin needs to be protected or Bitcoin is amazing, it doesn't matter. When you jump on a trend, Warren Buffett did not get to where he is jumping on stock trends. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady.
Classic. They never go out of style.
Yeah.
I grew up with the New England type thing, and we wore classics. I wore classics to school. I have classics in my closet that I can always continue to wear.
Yep.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
Same thing.
The trends that come and go, then the next season or two, ooh, my kid was like, ooh, why do you have that on? That's not in style anymore. And it's the same thing. Same thing.
So I'm going to show y'all a video. Grace, your topic, how can AI automation transform the scale and speed of your business processes? But I want to show you something first, because I want to have this conversation through this lens here.
These are all real, by the way. I think the thing perhaps most notable is if you look at the difference between the last time we showed Optimus, and this is a video that was taken basically yesterday, and the Optimus team was up all night making this video. The Optimus team has done an incredible job. So just, yeah. And it's the motors, the controllers, the electronics, and everything you see in the Optimus robot is a Tesla-designed system. So this is, we actually tried to find drive actuators and whatnot that were off the shelf. We found that there weren't any. In order to make an effective humanoid robot, you actually have to design the motors and gearboxes and the electronics from scratch, because it's a very different application from anything else that exists. So we took our world-class motor and power electronics team and said, okay, we need to design several actuators that don't exist in the world, and they did. So Optimus is working quite well. And then for full self-driving, as full self-driving gets closer and closer to generalized real-world AI, that same software is transferable to a humanoid robot. Just like humans can obviously walk around with their arms and legs, but we can drive a car, fly a plane, steer a boat, ride a horse. If you have a generalized understanding, or if you have generalized real-world AI, which is what we are developing for full self-driving, it can be transferred to basically anything.
All right, we'll stop right there. Y'all familiar with Albert Einstein, yes? Okay. And you may not be as familiar with his story, but allow me. Albert Einstein was sitting back in his workplace, copywriting things, and said, I wonder what it would be like to ride on a lightning bolt. It's like, that's pretty cool. I wonder what it would be like to move as fast as light and to ride on that light. And he sat back and he did what he called thought experiments, and 100% as an unqualified scientist created the theory of relativity. From there, he kept going, but changed the world, got awarded smartest man in the world, blah, blah, blah. From there, he kept going. And then many years later, created the general theory of relativity. The first one was the special theory of relativity. The second one was the general theory of relativity. Typically, Grace, when we talk about this, we only talk about the general theory of relativity. Allow me to explain, James. When you put general in front of something, it means someone has done the work and says, this is a law that applies to all of life. Is this okay? See, special theory of relativity, he didn't have enough mathematics. He wasn't actually as good as math as he was science. And he actually didn't like the part of math, so he would get other people to do math. Even though he was a genius at math, he just didn't like it. Go figure. Nobody likes math but Grace and Melissa. That's it. Okay, weird people. So he didn't have enough math, but he knew it applied there. But then once he figured out how to apply it everywhere, then we start to understand that as we're on an airplane going 300 miles, no, airplanes go way faster than that, whatever, something 100 miles per hour, 30,000 feet in the air. When Janice puts a peanut in her mouth, it doesn't blow a hole in her throat. Because while she may be traveling faster than the horseless carriage, while she may be traveling faster than a boat, the peanut is traveling, get it, relative to her. General theory of relativity means that the laws of physics are going to collapse on Adonia only and give her the experience of the laws of physics, which comes to phrase, it's all relative. It is. It is all relative to you. This is why, Grace, when you're on a train, time goes slower for you than it does the rest of the world. because the laws of physics are going relative to you. And if you don't think that to be true, don't look at your watch. You had to go much faster to do that. Just pay attention to the scenery going by. And while you're whizzing by, if you focus, you can see that tree go by just like that, real slow, because time has moved relative to you. Now, I tried to explain extremely complex science to you. I hope I made that as 5-year-old as possible, because now I'm going back to AI. ChatGPT, Midjourney, and every other artificial intelligence that you see today is special artificial intelligence. I'm going to rewind this video again just for one part. And it's hard to understand Elon Musk because he needs to be coached for on Tuesdays, but it's okay. It's perfectly okay. All right. It's perfectly okay. But listen to him explain how he is doing an Einstein. Listen. Listen for the words general.
Humans can obviously walk around with their arms and legs, but we can drive a car, fly a plane, steer a boat, ride a horse. If you have a generalized understanding, or if you have generalized real-world AI, which is what we are developing for full self-driving, it can be transferred to basically anything.
Anything. All right. Okay. Okay. This is fun for me. Knowing, so if you look up some old articles about me, it says Antonio's looking for the master algorithm. This is what I've been talking about. The general artificial intelligence. And that's been since 2012. That stuff is out there. Master algorithm, general artificial intelligence, that one algorithm rules them all. One algorithm rules them all. And RhinoLeg, you'll see a lot of that, but nobody's found the master algorithm yet. We're getting ready to apply how can we use AI to make our dreams come true faster like Elon Musk has. But I want to give you a few steps on what he did. Two guys started testing, two guys invented a lithium battery that could drive a car. They asked Elon Musk early for help. Elon Musk, through a series of events, ended up taking over. I'll spare him of the drama that happened there. And from there, Elon Musk started developing artificial intelligence to make the self-driving car. Everybody okay with that? From the self-driving car, Elon Musk had to work on recognizing accidents, going back and forth, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Everybody okay with that? Had to do sleep detection, had to know where the lanes on the highway were, had to be able to switch lanes. Is this making sense? Had to be able to follow navigation. Navigation is simply longitude and latitude. So it had to be able to follow that. It had to be in real time, knowing time and space, fourth dimension is what Einstein discovered for us. And then it was real easy from there, Susan, for Elon Musk to go, hey, let's take the brain from our AI driving car that recognizes lanes and trees and obstacles, and then move it into a robot, but make it better. And that's what he's explaining in that video. If you can generate this, if you can do this, then you can apply it to anything. And that's what he's talking about. Hopefully, again, I've made this simple. I mean, this is a very complex talk we are having right now, but I'm trying to make it, 5-year-old. Understanding that this is Elon Musk taking AI automation he already made, that was already out there, then he improved, and then he invented on his own. And then when it's time to get to Optimus, his robot division, it was easier. I didn't say it was easy. I said it was easier. It sped up time because he already used the AI automation to transform and scale the speed of his business process to build the robot, which now leads us now to the full discussion we are about to have. That's the topic, Grace. You get it? And I said, I want to have this conversation through the lens of that video, because I want you to know that robot stepped on an egg and didn't crush it. You are in the future, whether you want to be or not. In the 80s and 70s, we was watching videos of the future, right? Remember the one, Blade Runner, watching Blade Runner and Total Recall and all these things, and Back to the Future. And we watched all these movies about all these things that were going to happen. You know what? We're here now. We're here. They still haven't come through with the flying car. They still haven't come through with that.
The Jetsons got me. I mean, way back with the Jetsons, because that was early. I mean, I was fascinated with that.
Yeah.
It showed it in reality for everyday living.
Yeah, you're right. Everyday living, that was, everybody loved the Jetsons. That was amazing. I forgot about the Jetsons. Yeah, we have hovering skateboards now. Yes. Yeah. We got anything hover. We got that. I remember it was top secret, not top secret no more. There were two, when I joined the Army, two things were top secret. Unmanned area vehicles, you call them drones. We call them UAVs back then. And we had a scope that could, no, I don't know to say, like you sniper, the scope. I don't know another way to say it, right? We had a scope that could read the name tag of an enemy from I got to translate it from meters to miles, from 1.5 miles away, could read the name tag. That's incredible. Because when you shoot that far, going too deep in my military career. When you shoot that far, you have to. Okay, so I got to explain this because we better have a 13 question conversation, but I want to do all this here. To shoot that far, when you shoot at 500 meters, I'm gonna do all this in meters because my brain it's gonna be too hard to transfer it into feet. When you shoot at 300 meters out, you have to adjust for the trigger squeeze, pulling the trigger left to right and breathing up and down. If you're on a flat surface, you have to simply adjust for the trajectory of the bullet. The bullet will come out in an arc. That's it. Therefore, if it's at 300 meters, you need to, if the target is, if you're center mass, you need to go up a centimeter higher to adjust for the arc, because the bullet is always trying to go down. Gravity, that silly thing called gravity. 500 meters out, Jerome, the game starts changing. Keep in mind, I'm 40 for 40, Hawkeye, 40 for 40 on all but one of my weapons qualifications. So at 500 meters, the game changes because now you have to start worrying about terrain and more trajectory, trigger squeezes still, and you got to lift it maybe just a little higher. But then it changes, Susan, at 1,500 meters. Now you got to start worrying about the earth, because despite flat earthers, the world is always turning. And when you're that far, you have to, I kid you not, in order to shoot that far away, your target is moving at 30,000 miles per hour. You don't know it because the laws of physics are relative to us, but the earth is still spinning. So genuinely, in order to hit a steel target, I have to that far back adjust, not just for wind speed. This is why snipers have what you call spotters for this very reason. Not just for wind speed, but the actual trajectory of the earth, not just around anymore. And when you, like me, can apply all of this information, generally, you can apply it to anything. Because once you take it out of knowing how to shoot at 300 meters to knowing how to shoot at 1,500 meters, which is very far. A mile is 1,760 meters. But that's very far. Essentially, Grace, you can shoot anything. It's probably not smart to get into a shootout with someone that's highly military trained. You may lose. You may lose. This is why you watch the spy movies. They can apply those mechanics to any battle situation because it's applied. That being said, out of examples now, no reason to be quiet. How on earth are we going to take all this AI and apply it generally to our business processes? Grace, you're going first. Unmute your mic. I know you ain't understand the second half of what I just said. Got it. Not a problem. That's why you're going first.
Okay.
That's why you're going first. How can you, in fact, I'll show you again. I'm gonna put the video on the screen. How can you build a robot that does this? All right, for those of you in audio only, the robot was counting because the guy with the helmet on was counting. In your own business, but we're not talking about robots. Robots is a metaphor in this case. You're not trying to build robots. I am, but you're not. But you want to sell, yes?
Yes.
And how can you use AI? What did Elon Musk do? Build something in a car, shifted it over to robots. You built some articles, didn't you? Can y'all see? If this is to that, then that is to this, yes?
Yes.
Okay. You built some articles, haven't you?
Yes.
You built some pictures, haven't you?
Yes.
And you've done other things with AI that I have no knowledge of, yes?
Yes.
Okay, that's your Tesla car.
Okay.
Okay. How can you make your sales the robot now that won't even stomp an egg? The Optimist, how can you do that with what you've already done? Everybody start thinking because I'm coming around your corner.
So with the help of AI, it helped me to write articles about different things, to help people with certain things that I needed help with. So, in turn, it can help me to sell, sell to the correct audience who wants the product that I'm selling.
Okay. Good. Can I make that better?
Yes.
Share your screen.
Okay.
Watch this here. Share your screen. I'm making this up off the top of my head, just based on what you just said.
Screen.
You can go to a new chat.
Okay.
3.5 or 4 is up to you. Which would thou want?
Sounds like you're about
All right, damn. I am about to do something complex. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
In the writing style of an investigative journalist that specializes in the selling, marketing, and ethical practices of AI-powered tools, apps, and businesses, please write a compelling investigative article for RhinoLeg CRM based on the information I provide you below. Hit period, go get RhinoLeg CRM somewhere that you got it in your thing. Okay.
Okay.
Go like, yeah. I know you couldn't stand the typos. I know. I know they bother you so much. They bother. When I wrote So Happy and Grateful, y'all. Was it So Happy and Grateful? Yeah, I think it was So Happy and Grateful years ago. And I let Shannon and Tempest and everybody read it. I was like, hey, here I go before. Come on, y'all, give me some feedback. And Grace is such a school teacher. Grace is the only person who was like, nope, don't use this word. She's the only person. And I was like, yep, that's not something you would have did, Grace. Sound like something you would have did. Sound like something you would have did. All right, she's getting ready to paste. You just paste a few, one or two of them, doesn't matter, because you've told it you're going to provide information below. Notice how I'm no longer talking. We are engaged now in a heck of a conversation, and all of y'all about to do this. And Grace, it's the I in front of the, there you go. I know, it bothered you so much. I know. It's like, I know, look, I can't say that the notifications on my phone bother me too. So I get it. I can't stand that red notification telling me one text message, one voicemail. I got to get rid of it immediately. So I get it. I get it. But you got 3,000 emails you ain't checked. And it says that. I know. So there you go. God bless you. All right. Grace, what I just did here is take your statement. Oh, I wrote some articles and I did this and I did this. Okay. Now, you now have a ghostwriter. You're going to name this person. I don't know who. Maybe Sarah Unity. I don't know. I just saw Unity on the thing over there. Or Leo Unity. There you go. Leo Unity. There you go. See, who knows? Doesn't matter to me. But hit enter and see your new sales thing you've never thought about until just now. Read it, Grace.
The title is Unveiling the Power of AI and CRM, a deep dive into RhinoLeg's ethical and market practices. In the realm of artificial intelligence, businesses are constantly seeking the competitive edge using AI as a transformative tool to streamline operations, enhance customer experience, and boost productivity. One such endeavor is RhinoLeg CRM, a multifaceted AI-powered customer relationship management CRM tool. But what lies beneath this platform's glossy exterior? An examination of RhinoLeg's business practices, marketing strategies, and ethical considerations provides a revealing look at this all-in-one CRM solution.
Stop right here. Stop your screen real quick, Grace. We gonna come back to that. How many of you entrepreneurs, when you was growing up in entrepreneurship, okay, you was like, man, if I could just get in the newspaper, remember that, Jerome? Man, if
newspaper, on the radio, interviews on TV shows.
I don't know why they keep putting everybody else in there. If I could just get on the radio, if I could just get an article written about me, if I could just get Grace, yeah, AI's replaced that too. I don't know a single entrepreneur that has not had an upset moment for not getting the media attention that they deserve. I don't know a single one. I've never met one. I've never met one. Every entrepreneur in the world has looked across somebody doing far less than what they are doing. And that person is connected or the right color or the right family, whatever, who knows, who cares, whatever people complain about. And we all go, If they would just come over here, they would see. If I could just get in the newspaper one time, it would generate sales for me, wouldn't it, Grace?
Yes.
And since Donya, I wasn't even thinking about this until Grace said, well, I wonder. I wrote articles and I did this. Okay. That sounds good. Now, Grace, share your screen. We ain't gonna read all of it. We should, though, because it's real good. We should. But look, unpacking the ethical practices. Scroll it down. That's a whole koala thing right there. Scroll down again. Marketing practices, closer look. The future of CRM. Yes, Antonio is in the future. There's no doubt about it. Okay, now watch this here, Grace. You put your link, you put RhinoLeg link in this article and say, check it out yourself, check out RhinoLeg. Oh my God.
Yes.
And now when people Google RhinoLeg, you're gonna have one of the top things pop up. How many of you, first time something popped up, you're like, let me Google it, let me see what this is about. And yeah, Grace, you can now control your own narrative. All right. Before we get to the next dialogue, who just learned something? And can you tell me what you learned? Even if it's you, Grace, doesn't matter to me. Who learned something? Tell me what you learned.
I'm going to say something if you don't mind.
Yes,
First
ma'am.
of all, I am that one person that has never, ever chased trying to get in nobody's news, no article, no picture at all.
That makes
So
sense.
what I have learned from, I need to get over that.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah, I have not ever. But I'm learning that will change. And I'm learning that I will be on those types of platforms and news areas because I do want to be out there. I do want to be someone that someone wants to reach out to. So what I learned is, let me get over it, although I knew that, but for sure now I'm over it, because if it's that simple, I don't need to call nobody. I can put, like you said, I can post articles, I can do it. So thank you. But yeah, I wanted to be clear. I wanted to make you wrong, actually. I'm that person that has not chased any kind of attention at all on purpose.
And that's because she's alert entrepreneur. You understand? And it's coming in her. You understand? Like it's coming in.
Listen to her now. See, she's been in a comfortable job, sitting there getting a check. I mean, she's working hard and moving up the ladder and all those things, but it was all confined in that one space. And now that's all changing for her. And it's great because the rest of us have been doing all this for a long time. And now, we're going to be changing everything, where you're coming in at a perfect time, because that's exactly how your business is going to start.
That's why I love you, Susan. You and Phil are just rock stars. Thank you.
And I remember all the ways we had to do it. I had to call people on the phone. I had to get the big envelope and put all the stuff in it and mail it to them. And then they would get it and then they'd look at it and then another phone call, all this that went on.
Yeah, he frozen.
I was wondering.
Okay. Well, here
We let him back in?
Yeah, he got kicked out.
I didn't kick him out.
No. Kicked him. There he is.
Yeah, Comcast just wanted to kick me out. I have no idea what happened. But last thing I heard was, but now, that's the last thing I heard.
Yeah, but now I talked about, the 80s trying to do business with mailing things, talking on the phone and then mailing out a packet and then sending your videos to have them look at, and all the things and all the companies that made profits off of that. So just seeing the change. And then when the computers came, and to where we've been in the last few years, and to now, where we are now, and Adonia being able to start right there, not go through all the mess that we went through.
Yeah. And that's for every entrepreneur, especially for Adonia, because Adonia was like, give me my $400,000, mind your business, I don't mind mine, I'm going home. that's and who blames her? Who blames her? Y'all just come to me, give my money, and I'm going home.
I can wear slippers to work.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So I was wrong. Now think about this. Grace, do you need to hire a reporter?
No,
Janice has a website coming out. Does she need to hire anyone to do a press release? Okay, hold on. This is because something Adonia said was, if it's that simple, is what Adonia said, right? Oh, go ahead, Adonia. I think he was just talking.
No, I just said, wow. I mean, the more what Susan said, I'm actually like, I could do this.
Yeah.
I literally could do this. I mean, which means if I can, anybody can.
Y'all hear that? Anybody can. Grace, do me a favor. I'll mute your mic again.
yes, sir.
I want you to put yourself in a bad place for a moment. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now I want you to put yourself there. I don't want you to stay there.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Okay. All right. But necessity is the mother of invention.
Yes.
So we want to invent something for you, but I need you to go to the place of, I need something.
Okay.
Don't stay there.
Okay.
Outstanding. I don't want that karma on me now. Okay. All right. Good. You're selling and you don't want to let me down. Let's speak your heartstrings. You don't want to let me down. Man, oh my God, nobody's helping, and I got to do this and all that stuff. I want you to go do all that like your daddy do with West Point Baptist Church. It's all on me. I got to fix it. Okay. What would you pray for? You would say, man, if I just had this, God, if you can just give me this to sell RhinoLeg, what would you pray for before you try to solve it? I just want you to list these things out. Deanna, you type. Grace, you just list. You're going to pray for something. Just think about all the times you failed. And I don't mean you failed at sales, like we all failed. That's what I mean. All the times that you failed, it got tough, and you prayed to God, if I just had this, go.
Okay. Two things off the bat. I forgot what it's called, but it's something to where people will sign up because they're interested in RhinoLeg. They know they need a CRM, they want it, or they want to know more about it, and they have something to sign up for.
Good.
Leads. That's it.
Okay. Lead magnets and lead generation.
That's it. Because all I got to do is call you. Hey, I know you was interested. So I'm just calling to schedule an appointment with you so somebody can get your questions answered. What day and time are you available? Oh, yeah. Boom.
Okay, then. If I just had leads, God, if you can just let some folk answer the phone and the right folk. And then what you say?
That's it.
Oh, God, I come to you now, knee bent, body bowed. If I can get some lead magnets with the right people. Yes, is that what you gonna say? You used to, and we've all been there. We've all saw the webinar that was actually a sales pitch. Yes. Come on now. Cause see, I don't do it. I have no problem with it. It's just not my business model, but I don't do it. Okay? I don't do it. But we've all been to webinar. It's like, man, this is exactly what I need. I'm trying to get more customers. This is exactly why we all got happy. And then we had that private call. Oh yeah, Donya, we can do this for you. It's going to be $9,000. Come on now, help me out. We've all been there. Yeah, it's happened to us all. And you was like, but that ain't what was said on the thing. You understand? Why are you showing me this if I can't?
Right.
I'm trying to get $9,000.
Okay. A whole bunch of times. Wait a minute, man.
Okay. All right. I got duped so many times, Janet. I was like, you know what? No more webinars for me. No, I don't even attend them no more. I don't even go to them. I just don't. This is not my thing. They're great. I just don't feel like I'll just invent it myself. Go ahead, Susan.
Yeah, Antonio, like, because the market is so saturated with coaches and this and that, I mean, it's like every other person.
Every other person.
And how do you get through all that?
Wonderful question.
Yeah.
Wonderful question. Deanna, could you write down how do we break through the noise of everybody else selling in our industry? Can you write that down? Because if I ain't
People
never prayed for
scroll right
nothing.
past everything because it's just, that's all it is. People are
Yeah.
like, where are my friends on my Facebook? It's all, the ads. People that aren't in small businesses, they complain about that.
Yep.
Um,
You're absolutely right. If you complain, I prayed about it. Come on, God, you gotta do something. Come on, Gerald, you gotta do something. I don't know what the hell going. You gotta do something. Because I'm out here doing my thing and don't nobody know it. You gotta do something. Come on, I know what I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah.
And even with Grace selling, I mean, it's, she's not selling just a CRM, she's selling much more than that. And if she just says CRM, people are going to shut her off right away because there's so much more to it than that.
Right, which is what Adonia said. What 4 days ago? I was called in. Adonia said the same thing. Grace, you're trying to sell me. Don't tell me how I'm a benefit from it. Is what she said. Right. So there you go. Susan just echoed that.
Let me tell you, here's what as soon as I hear the word sell, I nut up. I just get shoulders tight. I just because you gonna sell me some bull, meaning you're gonna say all these little cute little words. I want someone to say to me, can you imagine where you would be in 6 months if blah, 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 blah happened? What if I can help get you there? Or you just paint this picture because now you have my attention. And of course, it's the way you do it. And I even had this conversation with Grace, and I felt like I was being so harsh on her, but I kept correcting her belief, meaning trust, promise me. I'm not trying to beat you down. I am trying to show you how to talk to me. I was really trying to tiptoe through that because I know how she cares and I know how sensitive it could be when you feel like you have failed or you messed up or you can't do something. I was trying to teach her, I'm somebody that goes into, wow, if I could get there. I'm that person that feels that feeling. And then I'm able to say, I want to talk to this person I want to hear. But if you're just saying, hey, you want to know something about this again? No, I didn't ask you about that. So that's what I was really, and I felt bad because I felt her angst in it, but I was hoping it was a teaching moment, but I also was really telling her how she can talk to me to get my attention.
You say something. You say a lot of good things here. Yes, I got an eyelash drop kicking me in my eye right now, but it's just doing the worst thing it could possibly do. Not only is Adonia right, but what Adonia is talking about is selling to particular personality types, and she is a koala, and you don't go to a koala talking about we gonna have fun or you gonna make some money. She don't care. Adonia, this is how you can change the world in your world. You can help everybody around you, and you can make sure no one suffers again and all that stuff, right? This is what.
That's where the lead magnets come in.
All right, then. The reason I had you list that is because I'm going to have you and everybody here in dialogue. Y'all going to come up with prompts for each of these. See, the reason why I started off with that Elon Musk video was that I could sell koalas and monkeys in the house, but I fall short with the lions. And you shouldn't, because lions crave koalas. All you got to do is just be nice, and we'll, we hear that. We hear that. I want you all to come up with prompts to say in the writing style of an investigative journalist. I just thought about that. When Grace was talking, I was like, she's talking about articles. Grace needs articles that sell. Grace, there's a whole word for that article. It's called sponsored content.
Can't we just ask ChatGPT?
You sure can. You sure can.
I mean, all of us you do it here on your thing and get the answers.
Yes, you can. You absolutely can. You know what? Let's play with that. Grace, share your screen. Let's play with that. Watch this here. We're going to play with that. We're going to ask ChatGPT to give us a prompt. Okay. You know the thing. Okay, but thank you so much, Grace, because he's using the memory right now. I want
I
to.
started sweating it when you said we're going to be doing it individual. I'm like, wait a minute now. Let me. Yeah.
No, that's right. I ain't mad at you. You have not because your ass not. We doing it now for sure. I want to stay in the same energy, but switch subjects just a little bit. I want you to give me 3 prompts so I can better communicate with you and teach to my friends later. Go ahead and fix your typo. I'll let you go ahead and do it. I know it's bothering you. It's all right. And there you go. Ain't gone good. All right. You feel better? Okay. She nodded her head. She feels better. Teach with my friends later. The 3 subjects I would like the prompts to be on are, put a colon for me. You're gonna put, what was the first one, Deanna, you put on? I remember lead magnets, right? She said, okay, lead magnets. No. Lead magnets for the RhinoLeg you mentioned above. Comma. And then the second one was what? Oh, lead generation for the RhinoLeg you mentioned above. And okay. And then what was it? Oh, the third one was break through the noise. And that was Susan's comment.
Right.
And how to break through the fierce competition of CRMs to stand out in the top 1% as RhinoLeg CRM. Now, in order to get the best response, Grace, I'm going to give it a few guidelines that I know it's thinking, and I don't want it to think that.
Okay.
So you're going to hit space. You're going to say, in this case, I'm not looking for exact answers or some cheat code. Rather, I am looking for the best science to prompt engineer you to get the best results from these 3 topics. For these 3 topics, what else am I saying? For now, I would like a very advanced prompt that I can use moving forward for each of these 3 topics. And I'm going to end it. My goal is to better communicate with you. And I don't know how to ask you about, and I want you to repeat all 3 of those. Go up there and copy and paste. Can you please help? That's it. Copy and paste that, put it in the chat. That can go for any one of y'all things. All you gotta do is just change your prompts. Is this okay? This is why I'm gonna show y'all one more thing. Grace, do me a favor. I want you to go ahead and you put it in the Zoom chat.
Yes.
Okay, I want to show you. Hit, so that's good. Everybody see this? That's good. Hit enter there and then stop your screen. Okay, stop your screen. I don't want nobody to see the answer yet. Now, what I want you to do, oh, great, good. I'm sorry. Somebody posted a long message. That was you. Good job. Okay. I want y'all to pay close attention to what I'm about to do. John, is my meeting at 11 or 10? So I want y'all to pay very close attention to what I'm about to do. Grace, I want you to go to chat 3 real quick. Well, after that, finish generating. We don't want to mess up the generation. Now, y'all out here buying prompt books, but you don't really have to, though. Let me show y'all something. When Deanna, you share your screen real quick. Go to Chat GPT 3.
Yeah, my apologies. The oldest looked at me and like, we ready to eat. So I'm trying to get that together.
You talking about the dog? Oh, the nephews.
Yeah, the 4-legged. Yeah.
Are you calling your nephew a dog or the
Yes.
dog?
Yeah.
Oh, got it. All right. When you said nephews the other day, I really thought you were talking about some boy. I don't know why. Your sister ain't got no kids.
Right.
Anyway, go ahead here, Deanna, if you could type in now. If you can type in, can you give me 25? No, say 25. It's gonna run out of speed. Can you give me 15 advanced prompts to better communicate with you? I will provide the subjects below. Deanna, what would you like? What subjects would thou like? And make sure you need these now. I'm not doing no general exercises. That's boring.
Okay. Oh, nope. There we go. Emotion. Stop.
Okay.
Emotional intelligence.
Thank you for unmuting because the people on audio can't hear head nods.
Emotional intelligence.
Okay. You can put nutrition and
Yes.
medicinal herbs.
Nutrition. Naturopathic medicine. Chinese medicine. Chinese natural medicine.
Chinese medicine would be pretty much natural.
Oh, okay, sweet.
No, put natural medicine.
Essential oils.
Yes. Essential oils.
All the stuff you
Hero.
want. Okay.
Ancestor magic.
You're into astrology as well?
Yes, thank you. Astrology. Empaths.
Full moon and new moon.
Can I do full moon / new moon?
You grown. It's your stuff. Just anything you want. Now you got to say that out loud though. They can't hear that on audio.
Oh, sorry. Raising an indigo child. Is he an indigo or a rainbow?
Doesn't matter. No, it's not rainbow. Rainbow child is me.
So
That's
he's an
when
indigo.
Indigo.
yeah, rainbow child is when your parent die. I mean, your parent lose a child and the next born. That's the
Oh,
rainbow child.
Oh, then my brother is a rainbow child.
Yeah, I'm a rainbow child.
What else? Ooh, candle magic.
Wait, so your mama had one after you, and then it died, and then
She had a
Yeah.
miscarriage.
there you go. Candle magic. Keep going. Go to empty.
There's something teetering. I just don't.
That's okay. This teeter out loud.
Okay. It's here.
Teeter. What? I ain't in a rush. I'm blessing folk.
Okay, let me go back and read. So we have emotional intelligence, nutrition, naturopathic medicine, Chinese natural medicine, essential oils, tarot, ancestor magic, astrology, empaths, full moon, new moon, raising an indigo child, candle magic, chakras. Okay.
Well, then you might want to do the Kundalini,
Oh, thank you. Awakening.
since you already are gifted at it.
Dude, so sorry. One thing out of all of this that I miss, herbal magic, because there's a difference between herbal magic and herbal medicine.
I'm gonna add one thing to yours that you don't know about, but
Add away.
Vedic, VEDIC,
Oh, yes. Thank
math.
you. Vedic math, and there's something else that's
Explain that.
Vedic. There's
Well, Vedic is a time period. Just put Vedic math. It's okay. We can deal with it later. But I'll put that there not because I wanted you to do it. It's because it is the common thread between a lot of stuff you already have there. But don't worry about that. I don't know nothing. Okay. Now what you're gonna do is hold on, scroll back up to the top because we're not gonna get 15 of these. And you're gonna put actually we need you to all right, after the period, the subjects below. For now, let's start with emotional intelligence. For now, let's start with emotional intelligence. And what do you want to do with emotional intelligence?
I want to. Am I still unmuted? Can you still hear me?
Yes, you're still yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I'm writing a book on emotional intelligence and empaths. So I want to dig deeper into emotional intelligence. Like, what is it? Where do you begin? How do you start?
Okay. For now, let's start with emotional intelligence. I want prompts for, and then write everything you're about to say. Just like it's plain English.
Okay.
Where do you begin? The science behind.
Yes.
But let me stop talking so you can put down
Science.
what's in your mind, and then I'll help you out if needed.
Where does it start? The science behind it. What do you do? Okay, I need some help. Where do you start? The science behind it. What do you do?
How to apply this knowledge to writing a book.
How to apply this to everyday life. How to apply this to relationships.
Science
How to
it.
apply this with childhood trauma.
And raising a child. No, comma, put a comma. I need it to be. That means it's one thing.
Raising a.
Yeah. If y'all use and is an equal conjunction, it means you've made equal the two things, and the computer will understand that. Raising an empathetic child with emotional intelligence, or comma, put comma, and then raising or parenthood, just put parenthood. Parenthood, good. Now, period. Keep your emotional intelligence under there. Highlight everything you listed, just all the emotional, highlight this whole list. Copy and paste it in your notes somewhere safe, because each time you're going to do this, because it's not going to give us the full answer, and we're not going to try that. You're going to get a general answer. We don't want that. We want deep and wide. Put it in your notes somewhere so you can have your own list.
Got it. Go
No.
ahead, copy this prompt too, so I can come back to it.
You need to put it in the Zoom chat because there's somebody out there who wants it. I can
I
guarantee
got
you.
y'all. I got you. How do I get to?
And I
There it
want y'all to
is.
understand, Talisha says she wants it. I want you to understand that even when you're asking Chat GPT for prompts, you still got to prompt it.
Yep.
But I'll show you what I did. All right, now you can delete all the whole list. All we need is the prompt now. I had you do the list because I wanted you to show your work so everybody can understand what I did. Let me explain to y'all this prompt. Step 1 is I want 15. Step 2, I'm telling you what I want. I'm assigning it a task. I will provide you the subjects below. For now, let's start with emotional intelligence. And then step 3 is exactly what you want to know. Why? Because there's an infinite possibilities for emotional intelligence. So she had to put what she actually wants to know. Now watch this here. Do me a favor. Put, no, that's okay. Hit enter. Look at that.
Oh,
I am the man. There's no doubt about it.
this
Don't read
is
out loud.
wonderful. Oh, I'm so sorry. I got excited. Number 1, discuss the foundational aspects of emotional intelligence and explain where it starts in human development.
Should I bow here or later? Where do I bow?
Bow here and later.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
Explore the scientific research behind emotional intelligence and its impact on cognitive processes and social interactions. It's gonna be fire.
Jerome loves how you're so humble. Like how you're so humble.
Yeah. I work on it. My humbleness. Yes.
As an AI language model, what role can you play in? Oh, I would have never asked
to my
that
swag
question.
be the glory.
Would have never asked this question. As an AI language model, what role can you play in helping individuals develop and enhance their emotional intelligence?
I put my foot in it. You understand? That's what old folk in Texas say when they cook real good. I put my foot in it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
How can emotional intelligence be effectively applied in the process of writing a book?
Yeah.
Both in terms of character development and engaging readers. Provide practical tips and strategies. Can y'all hear me? I'm talking a little low because my dad is sleeping.
We can hear you.
Okay. Provide practical tips and strategies for applying emotional intelligence in everyday life situations, such as managing. I need that now. Explain how emotional intelligence can be beneficial in building and maintaining healthy relationships, including friendships, romantic partnerships. My book is going to be fire.
Okay, you can stop right there.
Oh, and the app. You want me to send these to you? Because for the app, Impact Connect.
Put them in the shared note. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You put them in a starter Impact Connect thingy, and that'll work. All right. Okay. Did y'all see that? She got 15 prompts. We could ask for 30. She could copy and paste and say, same prompt, but do not repeat anything below. And she can get 15 more and make it 30. This is using Grace. What's today's stuff? Let's see if we on topic, Grace.
Today's topic. Wait a minute. Okay, there we go. How AI automation can transform the scale and speed of your business processes.
Diana, did that transform the scale and speed of your business app book and your process?
Yes, it did, because I would have never asked the question, as an AI language model, what role can you play? I would have never asked that question.
I know. That's why we went to the smartest brain on the planet. I got two major. Go ahead, Dan. I got two major agendas. I ain't gonna forget.
How can emotional intelligence be effectively applied in the process of writing a book, both in terms of character development and engaging readers? That in itself, because I'm writing about emotional intelligence, I need to effectively apply it in my writing. So when people read it, I would have never asked that question.
Right. This is why I don't want y'all out here buying prompt books. Because you can just ask. You can just ask. You can genuinely ask ChatGPT how to prompt ChatGPT for free. The only reason I got you, Deanna, the only reason I gave you my prompt book, and it's $5 because it's different. It's not actually a prompt book. It's a if you want to have copyrighted material. Anyway, I'll just be quiet. Go ahead, Deanna.
And we also asked ChatGPT to give us prompts for Mid-Journey
Yes.
graphics.
Yes. Absolutely. You just train it on Mid-Journey. You just train it on Mid-Journey. You just you go and say, hey, you go to Mid-Journey's documentation, and then they have their apps. You copy and paste that. You know what? Let's do it now. How about that? I feel like we should do it now, huh, Grace? Okay. Down in the background, you're going to midjourney.com, and you're going to, or just put Mid-Journey documentation in, I put Mid-Journey documentation prompts in a Google search, and then it'll take you to the right page on their website. Okay. Grace, can
Yes.
you see now what this is my, see if you can see this for me. I gave the topic and I showed Elon Musk, and I did want to do two things with there. I wanted to show you y'all in the future whether you want to be or not. This is what it is. Two, I want to show you that he took, okay, you got the page. He took something he was already doing, special, and then applied it, business process, general. So I found an example of someone doing it so we can do it. But we're not building robots, we're building websites. You understand? So let's bring it down to our scale, sir. We're not trying to go to Mars. I'm trying to pay my mortgage. You understand? This is, I'm speaking on behalf of everybody. You get what I'm saying? All right. Now, hold on, let me look at this message you just sent. Oh yeah, thank you. Now, yes, ma'am.
It finished generating those three things that you asked.
Thank you for reminding me. I purposely didn't want it on the screen because I wanted to go and show people how to prompt. Like you can prompt the prompter. This is, let me finish my agenda, Grace. So not only can you see how this is all fitting together, we went off topic, not a ramble, not a rant, just this is what we're doing. My goal is to give all the Adonias the confidence to use AI. And I'm using her as an example because she's a perfect avatar, I'll tell you. She knows a world that has never had computers. I don't know a world. By the time I was born, computers were computers. Personal computer was about to come out by the time I was born. My kids, they don't know a world without the iPhone, for God's sake. My oldest is 2008. iPhone came out in 2008. You got a whole different worldview, Janice, when you was born and the smartphone was born at the same time. Whole different worldview. That's Gen Z for you. Whole different worldview. I want Adonia because what is Adonia? She's mature enough to seeing technology go, young enough to be like, I'm not going to let this pass me by. Yes, amen. Okay. But really good at her job and know how to make old school money. This is the perfect avatar because people who know how to make old school money face to face, don't text me, call me. You know what I'm talking about, Grace. Did you tell me good morning this morning? These people, come on, you know what I'm talking about, Jerome. Did I sleep with you last night? Good morning. Okay, all right then. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're right. My bad. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You understand. You know what you taught your kids. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. thank you, please, all that stuff. You're the right person because there's a stigma that you can't take what you know into my world. And it's false. It's false. It's completely false. As a matter of fact, I'll push that further. If you are as good at sales as Phil was and is, you are going to be even better with AI. You just have to know how to prompt it. That's it. Because you got the old school language, and guess what? Guess what AI was trained on? All your old school, Phil. All your old school, Jerome. It was trained on what you do best. So stop letting these news channels tell you this is new. No, it's a tool with old school information. I'm trying to make it simple for you. I'm trying to make it simple for you. Grace, let's go back to your prompts real quick before we go to her website. And go to your prompts. Look at that. So what you're telling me is, Grace, go on, read them, Grace.
Lead magnets for RhinoLeg CRM. These are prompts, the 3 advanced prompts. Can you provide an in-depth analysis on the potential strategies for creating and implementing lead magnets for RhinoLeg CRM? Specifically, I'd like to know how to design them to attract the target audience, how to incorporate them into the existing CRM features, and how to measure their effectiveness. That's the first one.
So do I bow here? Like, I'm confused because Janice, for years. Okay, but Antonio, how do I make the lead magnet? It's right here.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then, you know, it's one of the hardest things in business. Oh, stop your screen. I want everybody to look at my face. Get ready to put it back up. You know what's the hardest things in business? One of the hardest, I don't care. I still suffer with this today. One of the hardest things in business, I don't care what nobody say, is when somebody asks you, so what's your target audience? Oh, I get paralyzed. For one, I know my target audience. For two, I know my target audience ain't good enough. I'll do it again. I know my target audience, but they're not paying what I want them to pay. Sound like I need a new target audience, huh, don't you? How about that? Clearly, I targeted the wrong folk. Anybody else targeted the wrong folk? Is you making your $5 million a month? Then you don't know your damn target audience either. How about that? Okay, is this okay, Grace? All right, then. It's a paralyzing question. It is. Grace, you can now ask ChatGPT, you can put in RhinoLeg CRM and say, no, what would be the target audience of this? And have the very best question that none of us can answer. Okay, share your screen, Grace. I'm sorry.
No worries. I was copying and pasting and putting in my notes. I'm talking about my personal RhinoLeg notes. I don't know. Did you want me to put that in the notes for everybody?
I agree very much, Susan. Sure do. I agree very much. But I wouldn't start over though. I wouldn't start over. I would pick it right. Yep, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. Number 2, Grace, if you don't mind.
Lead generation for RhinoLeg CRM.
So, Grace, how many years have you been saying you suck at lead generation?
What year did you start teaching us how to sell? Whatever year that was.
Okay, 2016 maybe or something like that. Okay. Now, Grace, if we see in this prompt that it gives you a prompt that will open up the door to teach you and help you create leads, we would consider this successful, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And if it feels like you asked a human professional, hey, just show me the answers to the test and you'll love it, yes?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what they say.
Lead generation for RhinoLeg CRM. Could you elaborate on the best practices for lead generation using RhinoLeg CRM's AI-powered features? I'm particularly interested in understanding how machine learning can be utilized for this purpose how to optimize the lead routing nurturing features for the greatest lead conversion, and how to ensure these practices are ethical and respectful of customer privacy.
So everything Adonia been saying, Grace, don't sell me. Tell me how I'm a benefit from it. Where you at, Adonia? Where she at? It's right there. We gotta stand out now, Grace. Come on, read the next one.
Standing out in the fierce CRM competition. In the highly competitive CRM market, what unique strategies could RhinoLeg CRM adopt to distinguish itself and break into the top 1%? Please consider aspects such as innovation and AI utilization, customer service excellence, seamless integration with various platforms, customization options, and ethical data handling.
Okay. Fire, Grace, make sure all three of these prompts go into the thing. You don't have to, my friends, do it for CRM. You just need to actually give them the original prompt. Give them the original prompt. Did you give them the original prompt already?
This one?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, good. Scroll back down. I want to see the three prompts. My friends, heareth me. Oh ye, that's vocative. Beloved, that's the vocative voice. It's not first person, it's like fifth person. Beloved, the vocative voice. If you could, beloved, somebody take it. If you could, I want you to hold on. One of y'all got it?
I did.
If you could, I want you to, Grace, pause for a moment and imagine that your next prompt is going to be highlight number one for us. You're not going to do it here, but you know what? Let's do it. You want to do it?
Yes.
All right, go down below. You're going to type in, this is amazing. Please give me 5 detailed examples and a short step-by-step guide to accomplish this information below. And guess what you're going to put below, Grace?
What I just copied? This below.
This below. Is this? Jerome, you ever felt like you did something so good and somebody ought to be, feeding you grapes or something, or,
Antonio, I am rolling my eyes and clapping my hands at the same time. I'm so over you, but I'm so freaking excited that your brain is wired the way it is. That's just why I have this angst about not liking you, because it's just annoyingly brilliant and I can't stand it.
My dad did the same thing. He's like, Deanna, go get that pen and we go pop his head. It's already big. I don't change for nobody. he know his son. Hit it, Grace. Watch his hip. There's your holy grail, Grace. Not only did you get your prompts, you're now using your prompts. Look, Grace. Lead magnets. Ebook, step-by-step guide. Webinars, step-by-step guide. Free trials, step-by-step guide. Consultation, step-by-step guide. Templates and toolkits. Didn't even think about that one, step-by-step guide. Can we push it further, Grace?
Yes.
Don't copy and paste all 5 of those. Look at this. Look. So it's giving us a description. Now it's giving us a step-by-step guide. So now you ain't got to ask. Listen, Talisha, you ain't got to ask no more. Well, how I do this? No. Because here's the crazy thing, Grace. If you want more details, you just copy and paste step 1 and say, hey, can you break this down for me in 10 movements? Force it to give you 10 steps. How many of you like me, if somebody would just give you the answer and let you print it out, you won't have no more problems. Do I got somebody out there? Just let me print it. I print this out, put it on my computer monitor, and I'll never pay for nothing again. Who know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Stop your screen real quick, Grace. If you are a coach or a consultant or a coach, you should be literally coaching and telling people, I'm going to be taking notes, and take notes, and then feed those notes into Chat GPT in real time while you're coaching. Put the screen back on the thing, Grace. Boy, I tell you, Lord have mercy. We're gonna get them. We're gonna help you out. Can you add to the chat? Yep. All right. So Grace, scroll down. Go on, scroll down. To the bottom, I mean, like all the way to the bottom.
If you talking, Grace, we can't hear you because you
I'm
muted.
sorry. I thought I was unmuted. The very first prompt that you asked me to type in, I just put that in chat.
Okay.
Second prompt that I gave to people. Okay, all the way at the bottom.
All right. So we got 5. I'm gonna just show you. I'm gonna just show because some people don't know how to do this. Grace, if you could go copy and paste 1 through 5.
Okay, just the steps.
No, not the steps.
These. Okay.
There's those. Yeah, just that. There we go. This is why I asked for 5. You're gonna hit Shift Enter twice. Copy and paste. I mean, paste. For me, copy and paste means the same thing every time. I mean, it's interchangeable. It's interchangeable. Now, I want you to go take our. First, I'll say, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can you give me 5 more that do not include this list and also include the short step-by-step guide you just gave me before? And in fact, we'll push that far. Hold on, wait, Grace, go back down.
Okay, no.
Please give me 5 more
Mhm.
give me 5 more lead magnets with high conversion rates. There you go. That do not repeat this list. Bam. Now copy and paste that, put that in Zoom. Because y'all gonna do the same thing. Yeah. You know how much we should be charging for this? And the crazy, ask Susan, she get the emails all day. And the crazy thing is, the experts, the gurus, they not even talking on our level, Janice.
I just ignore them all. My email is filled with all that stuff. And every once in a while I'll open it and I'm like, oh, well, that's
Yeah,
That's
we covered that
nothing.
in January.
Yeah. Yeah, we knew that in January.
Yeah, because they're not machine learning engineers. Okay, Grace, if you put it in Zoom, you go ahead and hit enter. I just want to show y'all that if you copy and paste Adonia and say, give me 5 more that do not repeat this list, you will get 5 more that do not repeat the list. And you can do this in perpetuity. That means you can keep going until the end of time, because there's always going to be 5 more. Interactive assessments. Phil and Susan, that's their geniuses at interactive assessments. Take this assessment, call us when you finish. That's an interactive assessment, or at least one version of it. White papers, exclusive videos, checklists. All right, Grace, there's your step-by-step guide. You can stop right there. Grace, let me see if I'm right now. Are you attempting to be the #1 salesperson in the RhinoLeg?
Yes,
And did we use some general example, or did we use RhinoLeg?
we use RhinoLeg.
And is this so good, it should be back office permanent material?
Yes,
And when we hire sales team people and marketers, should they be using at least 10 of those? Because there was 10.
Yeah.
Do you now feel a bit more confident?
yes.
Okay. If you don't, you got a different problem, because let me just say, your hesitation gives me a platform.
Oh, I thought you were still going to say something after confident. I thought you were still.
No doubt. So I'm glad you didn't hesitate, but it still gives me a platform. Let me say this here. If y'all put it in according to what you need, and then you get the answer to what you need, and you still not confident, you got a whole different problem. Your problem is not knowledge. It's something else. You need some coaching. You got something else going on, but it is not what you claim it to be. Money's never an obstacle. Knowledge always is, for sure. That'll always be on the list. Time, access, mentorship, these are obstacles. Education, but money is never an obstacle, because if you have the education, you get the money. If you have the access, you don't need the money. See, that's way advanced stuff. It's way advanced stuff. Okay. All right. Sandals,
Yes, sir.
have we exercised the demons?
We have. Thank you so much.
All right, then. Now you're going to send this, send it all in the email so we can put this in RhinoLeg official documents. So we can have a checklist, but go ahead and I want your assignment today is going to be do that 5 more times.
Okay.
You got the prompts, copy and paste, same thing we did the video game, copy and paste, do not repeat, step-by-step guide.
Yeah.
So when you train people, should we hire people? It's right there. You get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Because now when you see case studies, guess what you get to do? And I know between Janice and Melissa, Janice, Melissa, and Susan, they be real time working. Susan be like, yep, I hear you, Antonio. Let me type in the background while you talk. they be real time working. Sometimes Susan be like, wait a minute, my screen don't look like that, Antonio. Wait a minute, back up. They real time working. I told y'all about Mid-Journey. Janice already was using it. It already was using it within 13 seconds. And we know Melissa be building companies in the background. Grace, you're going to build this, and that's going to be 5, and that's going to be 25, and that's going to be 35. And from there, all you do is copy and paste case studies. Share your screen real quick, Grace. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to put you out of order, but you're going to copy and paste this, right? Interactive assessments. Just copy and paste. Or copy. Yeah, I told you it's interchangeable for me. Just copy. Okay. Now, here's the deal. You're not going to do it. But I'll give you the prompt. I'll give you the prompt though, and you can put the prompt in Zoom. I don't want you to do it because I want your stuff to be in succinct order according to the way your brain works. You're going to say, can you please give me 5 different types or forms of interactive or of blank, all right, of blank, because that's of, and you're gonna copy and paste, right? Copy and put in brackets, copy and paste or whatever result came out. And then you're gonna get 5 versions of it. And you can do all 5, or you can choose which one. It's up to you. It has nothing to do with me. All right. Stop your screen. Yeah, put that in Zoom. You can stop your screen. Deanna, if I'm not mistaken, we got to come back to you, huh? Didn't you put something in the screen? And then wasn't you doing something in the background?
Oh, no, we finished with me.
You sure? I don't think so.
No,
No.
it was,
It was something.
It was
Pull it
something.
back up. I remember. No.
Oh, snap.
It
Oh,
was something.
yes, Mid-Journey prompts.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes. Mid-Journey prompts. All right. Are we seeing how we can use AI to automate our stuff? So this is prompts from Mid-Journey. So if you get prompts from Mid-Journey, Grace, is this a trusted source?
Yes.
It's their app.
Yes.
Right.
So we can assume going to the source works. Outstanding.
Uh-oh.
All right, then. But okay, Deanna, let me scroll down for me. Blah 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 blah. Advanced prompts. All right. Do me a favor, get off of this site, Google mid-journey prompts, and we need something more copy and pasteable. Scroll down. All right, there you go. Let's do that one. 20 incredible prompts that blow your mind. Scroll. Stupid. I really hit back. Let's try that one. Scroll down. No, that's not good. No, hit back again. Hold on. Scroll. Hold on. That's fine. Let me see if let me get. Wait. I need to see the prompt. No, scroll up. No, there's a box. That box. Okay, good. All right, copy and paste this whole thing. No. Go from 1 to 25.
Oh, gotcha.
There you go. Actually, you just do 1 to 12.
Okay.
But we need that prompt. There you go. Now go to ChatGPT. You're welcome for what I'm about to do. You're welcome. You're going to put I want to train you on how to use Midjourney so you can become a very effective prompt engineer in Midjourney app. Our goal is to create the best prompts so I can get the best images, best AI images. Our goal is to create the best prompts so I can get the best AI images. Your task is to analyze my content I've provided below, training you on Midjourney prompts. Your task is to analyze my content I provided you below, training you on Midjourney prompts, and simply respond that you understand and are ready to provide me high-level prompts.
You're going to put that in the chat when you can.
Wait, before you enter, hit space. It is, no. Like, yeah. It is important that you take the prompts I provide for you, learn them, and when it is time to give me prompts, you make improvements. I heard nothing. You make improvements. Okay, I muted you, Deanna. Deanna's in the hospital with her dad, and so you got nurses and stuff going on. Yeah. Okay. Hit enter, shift enter, copy and paste. Now hit command all since you have a Mac. No. Yeah, there you go. Copy, just in case it's too long. Now hit enter. Okay. All I want to do, yes, look, read it. Read me what it says. Oh, you can no. You stay muted, Deanna.
Oh,
Great. You read what it says.
Okay, yeah, I was trying to unmute. Okay, I understand that you would like me to analyze the provided content and train on Midjourney prompts. I have reviewed the prompts you shared, and I'm ready to provide high-level prompts based on the examples you provided. Please provide me with any specific requirements or preferences you have for the prompts, and I'll do my best to generate improved prompts for you.
I'm curtsying. I'm not bowing no more. Curtsying.
Go get him, Jerome.
I'm curtsy. There you go. Deanna, and what would you like to prompt on? Because that's what it's waiting for now. It's primed and ready. That's it. images of realistic people, portraits, Scandinavian women, Black women?
Yeah, just
Is it?
remember to send us that prompt. Let's go away.
Yeah. Send it out there because she can't hear until you send it. She can't hear until you send it. As a matter of fact, she gonna want the training model too. So you just send the prompt and the link you copied and paste. Can you? Okay. Adonia is currently rolling her eyes and excited at the same time right now. Because remember,
Yes, I am. All that and then some.
remember the cutoff knowledge is 2021. So yeah, you can go to ChatGPT 4 and use the internet, but that still ain't gonna be as effective as actually training the model. There you go, Jerome gets it. Remember, it's a training model to begin with. You can shape it however you wish, Grace. I can literally say, Grace, I can have you go to a loctician expert website, copy and paste, say your job, you are now a loctician. You're a Jamaican woman. If I had time, I'd do it right now. Just so y'all to see, we're gonna make this machine a Jamaican woman with a Jamaican accent. Me don't want none. Me don't want none. No, me don't want none. Right? We can make ChatGPT a Jamaican woman that specializes in locks. Do you understand, Grace? And then teach you how to be a loctician. We can get your grandmother's sweet potato pie recipe. We probably can't get your actual grandmother's sweet potato pie, but we can get one that's almost close. Don't nobody cook better than Susan Mama. You understand? And everybody saying the same thing, right? You know, we all say the same thing. No, nobody. You know, we all love somebody's cooking. You understand? The way they made that dirty rice. That's a different kind of. I don't even eat nobody dirty rice. You understand? How many you know some people they made black-eyed peas taste good, Jerome? We know those don't taste good.
I only eat one person chicken and dumplings. That's it. I just
I know folk put butter, sausage, bacon, all in them black-eyed peas. I didn't say it was healthy. We're not having a health conversation. We're not having a health conversation. Everything I just said is poison. But you get the point. You see that it took the protein of the beans and added poison all in it. She's like, oh my God, no. you killed it. You killed it. Grace, can you see me trained?
Look at the ingredients of, don't buy anything. Oh, this is good. This is a healthy thing. You have to look at the label and see what's added. You only want that ingredient, not all the other things that are added.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Yes. Monique's black-eyed peas are hot fire. That's the only, this is the only person I'm not gonna make. I suck. I make black-eyed peas the other day. They were garbage, and I can cook. I can cook very well. All right, Grace, we training models. Deanna, have you put in the rest of your plan? You don't have to, because all you gotta do now is put in what you need. That's all you gotta do now is put in what you need, and it will give you prompts, and then you roll that right over to Midjourney. My friends, I'm finished. I believe. There you go. Look at that. Okay, Grace, read it out loud.
Yes.
Move this share thing. Hit X on that, please, so we can see. No, it's to share this link. There you go. Now read it out loud, Grace, since her background is hospital-like.
children frolicking with bubbles on the sandy
Wait,
beach.
no. What did she put? She just put.
I want a prompt for kids playing with bubbles on the beach. And then ChatGPT gave children frolicking with bubbles on the sandy beach, their laughter echoing through the air, vibrant and joyous. The sun casts a warm glow, illuminating the shimmering bubbles as they dance in the gentle ocean breeze. Capture the essence of pure happiness and carefree moments in this mid-journey prompt. And AR 60:9, sunny, vivid colors. dash uplight dash playful ambiance.
Do me a favor, send me that real quick, Deanna, for speed. Oh, that's you for the go to Mid Journey and popping on.
Yep.
I want to end the class with
Sent
showing.
it to you.
Okay, watch this here. I just want to end the class showing that she done wrenched around and wrenched it off. That's all I want to do. Is that okay, Grace? That's it. I don't want to do nothing else. We went from not knowing how to use it to if you just train the model. Hold on. Oh, it's got some invalid parameters in here. So we got a training limit. That's probably why you need to use 4. Where was play? Oh, I see what it did. Got it. That sunny dash this needs to be in the description. So I'm taking that out. Sunny. I guess it'll help if I can actually see. Sunny, comma. It was treating this as parameters, but they're not.
Oh, okay. So instead of dashes, you put commas.
But it was down here. It was
Oh.
down here,
Uh-huh.
and it can't be there. It needs to be
Okay.
up top.
Okay.
Yeah. See right here. See, it was thinking Sunny is a parameter or something, but that was 3. If it was 4, 4 would have reasoned it, or if it would have fed more information. Oh, child, that ain't no prompt. Now it's a prompt. Oh, still got it. AR16, got it. Bam. Big. Oh, I must need to pay. Did not know that. I guess I got to pay. Subscription pause. How you going to pause my subscription? You could have just emailed me and told me I need to pay. How about that? All right, anyway, y'all can't say word, but it went in there. Remind me to pay my bill, Grace. I guess they want money. That's okay. RhinoLeg want money too. Amen. Okay, it's all right. I will give them their money so we get ours. Can y'all see that? Easy. It would have been a nice little picture down there. You can do it if you want. Here, let me send it to you if you want to do it. I'm not sure which card. And that, here it is right here. There's your new prompt right there. Perfect. Made a few adjustments. Perfect. No problem. That's it. Have we learned today?
Yes.
Can we do this ourselves?
Yes.
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 So no problem. AI automation is sped up everything. Like, genuinely, if you just apply, if you're genuinely trying to do something, you have genuinely been sped up. That's 100%. You have been 100% sped up with no problem. And that's the truth. That's the truth. Okay. Like this sped you up years. You genuinely don't need no employees. So I'll end with what I begin with. Artificial intelligence will create as many jobs for humans as the horseless carriage created for horses. We just showed you that. It's not just going to create 0 jobs. It's going to take jobs. You need to receive that. You need to just walk around it. Because guess what? Don't apply to you, Janice, if you know how to use it, huh? See, that devastating statement I just said was detrimental, awful. Not for Susan. She know how to use it. No, it's awful. But Phil's been doing this for 7 months now. He know what to do. That's the power of getting behind what is supposed to plow you out of business. If you're behind the plow, you can't be plowed out of business. That's just old school thinking, Jerome. That's old school thinking. Can't cut me down if I'm pushing the more. It's old school thinking. Every last one of you right now, you have so much artificial intelligence knowledge. If not, Don't worry. This is what you do. Go to every video that Deanna, thank you, Deanna, that has uploaded. Take it, put it in the script, transcribe it, put it in ChatGPT, ask for every major point. There's your script now. Congratulations, you won. Go ahead, Phil.
What about the story of the village of fishermen? And everybody would fish and then have that. Then they invented the fishing nets. So the fishing nets, they use a fishing net and they put it in all those other fishermen out of work. But what really happened is, well, those fishermen that don't need to fish anymore, they got to learn to build better buildings. They got to learn to cook better. They learned to do some artwork.
That's right.
So how does that analogy play out here?
No, it's what I said in the beginning. It's supposed to make our lives not work so we can create those masterpieces. That's what it's supposed to do. We're not supposed to be working 40 hours a week. We're supposed to be making Mona Lisas. You're literally looking at the beginning of a resource-based economy. You know, I've been telling y'all for years, we're going to have a resource-based economy that's powered by tech. This is what I was talking about. I was talking about self-sufficient tech. It feels right. If you're not working 40 hours a week, Grace, you're going to get bored. Remember, humans don't like heaven. Y'all trying to get to heaven, but we don't like heaven. As soon as things are too good, we make noise. It's too quiet in here. Right? We break something just to have an experience. So you're going to break not working for 40 hours. Well, what do I want to do? I don't know. I want to paint, as Phil said. Right? You're going to break the not working for 40 hours just to paint your masterpiece. You get it? But as far as, when I said at the beginning, as far as creating jobs, capitalism and technology are at war. And capitalism, with the trickle-down economics that y'all just went through Tuesday. What's that, Tuesday? Monday? Whatever day it was. The love of politics. That was a great explanation. That's one of the greatest explanations I've ever heard on trickle-down economics ever. The book is amazing. One of the greatest explanations I've ever heard. It's true. When you put those together, we get messed up. Is this going to replace jobs? Sure. Is it going to replace a lot of jobs? Absolutely. But we don't need those jobs, as the fisherman story in Phil says. What we need is to be the highest expression of ourselves. The problem with that, Janice, is you might want to have some money as you go be the highest expression of yourself. Makes it a little easier. It's easier to paint.
Antonio,
Yes, ma'am.
this takes me back to when you were talking about having, buying land and creating our community where we're self-sustainable, growing our products and doing all that. I mean, with AI, that just makes that even a better plan.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I really think Phil's fisherman story,
Yes,
nails it on the head. It really does. It's the most accurate description that has happened today about what AI is going to do. It is going to, I don't know how to tell y'all that it is going to take jobs drastically without ruining your politics, because we've been taking jobs drastically. We've been doing it. We've been taking jobs and then replacing those jobs with jobs that are lower paid, that do not increase with the CEO's salary. Prove me wrong. We've been doing that all my life. And I read books. All Phil's life too. Everybody used to be a smith somewhere. Blacksmith, swordsmith, Janice Smith, carpet smith, shoe smith. Everybody was a smith. Not no more. like not no more. It is a wonderful thing that's happened. I've always told you, the universe is correcting itself. It is. And I skipped 15 thoughts that I had in my head because I was going to bring up Donald Trump. I'm not going to do it.
I got one to think about Donald Trump.
What's that?
If you followed what happened yesterday in
I
Miami,
did.
you know what? The employment got increased.
Uh-uh.
Being a motorcycle cop. You see how many motorcycle cops they had?
You sure
Man,
right.
they must have had
That's
30
a lot.
motorcycle cops.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
I wonder how much that event cost the taxpayers.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just wondering if somebody would put a number to that. How much really that costs the taxpayers just
Yeah.
to have him go into a courthouse and say he's not guilty.
Yeah. Crazy. 39 and the 19. It doesn't matter. I forget the number. There's a lot. My friends, we got to end. This is the most wonderful time to be alive. Yes, jobs are going to be replaced, but you don't need those jobs. For some reason, we've convinced y'all jobs equals income. No, it does not. You hear me well. You do not make income with a job. You make income if you own the job that you're employing. You're earning income with a job, which is trading time for money. And when you earn something in this particular society we live in, you have to be a slave to that. If you disagree, okay, no problem. Every job that's going to be replaced by AI has somebody who can't even take a lunch break when they want to. How are you not supposed to lose that? That's just against the natural laws of man. I'm hungry, I'm leaving. No, I'm just making it make sense. The things that will be lost are actually created from lack mentality. I find it no coincidence that the things that will be lost don't vibrate at abundance. But that's another subject for another day. Thank y'all so much. I sure appreciate you. You can't play better. You can't dominate. We'll see you tomorrow. And let's pray for Deanna and her dad specifically. Yeah, Deanna, I don't. Well, you don't want to say that. Do you want me to tell him? Okay, he had a mild heart attack yesterday. Yeah, so she's in the. You're not in the ER anymore. You got a room, so she's in the hospital. Yeah, I know she's in the hospital. So she tried to teach this morning. What's wrong? Get the fuck. I'll teach. You will do no such thing. What I look like? You might as well open your doors and pump your gas and pay your bills. And what the hell, Jadis?
Antonio?
Yes, sir.
Let's end this with a quote out of the book, The Politics of Love.
Perfect.
Money is created by creativity, not the other way around. The source of our creativity is within. It is part of who we are. The greatest proof of that is evident in any kindergarten around the world.
Wow. That's a hell of a quote. Great way to end. All right. Love you, everybody.
Love you more.
Love you more.
All right, y'all.
Praying for your dad, Deanna.